Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's Real Spills. Parlay with us, waiting for the rest of everybody to come in. Big Bunk, what's going on?
What it do, man? What it do?
What it do? What it
Can you hear
do?
me?
Yeah, I got you.
Okay. How's everything going?
We good, brother. We good, brother.
A little bit under the wind right now.
All right.
Under the weather, I mean. Excuse my language.
Hey, boy, how you doing?
What it do, sis? What's going on?
So y'all, I don't know. Like I just kind of wanted to do a show, see everybody's mental is about what's going on and everything. Um,
Uh-huh.
you know, you
Let's get
know.
it poppin'.
So today, we know that one of the hot topics going around is this whole Bill Cosby thing. He's back in the news. You know, as we thought he was clearing out the way of certain things and allegations, whatever. Something else popped up today. Um, before we get into it, if anybody don't know, we're gonna refresh y'all memory. If you already heard a little bit of whatever, until y'all don't, we're gonna let you know what's going on with this Bill Cosby situation. Miss Louise, you wanna take it away?
Okay. Lily Bernard, one of more than 50 women who have accused Bill Cosby of sexual assault and misconduct, filed a lawsuit in New Jersey against the embattled star on Thursday. Bernard is the first accuser to have filed a new lawsuit against Cosby since he was released from prison on June 30th after a sexual assault conviction was overturned. Bernard alleges that Cosby drugged and raped her at the Taj Mahal Casino in Atlantic City, New Jersey in 1990. She is seeking no less than $25 million on four main accusations and an additional $125 million in punitive damages. She is being quoted saying, I have waited a long time to be able to pursue my case in court, and I look forward to being heard and to hold Cosby accountable for what he did to me. Although it occurred long ago, I still live with the fear, pain, and shame every day of my life. Ending quote. Bernard said it in a statement on Thursday. In court documents, Bernard said she first met Cosby on the set of his hit sitcom, The Cosby Show. She claims he offered to become her acting mentor and promised her a speaking role in his show. Bernard accused Cosby of inappropriately groping her during one meeting before luring her on a trip to Atlantic City to meet a producer. However, she claims the true purpose of the trip was for drugging and the sexual abusing her. She further alleges that at an Atlantic City hotel, Cosby gave her a non alcoholic beverage that caused her to feel dizzy before she vomited and lost consciousness. Bernard said she awoke to Cosby raping her before again losing consciousness, awaking later to find herself alone and naked in a hotel tub before passing out. The lawsuit states that Cosby sexually assaulted, battered, and drugged Miss Bernard on additional occasions. He also allegedly said he would sue her for defamation and ruin her career if she ever went to the police. Cosby was released from a Pennsylvania prison after the Commonwealth Supreme Court overturned his 2018 conviction on three counts of aggravated indecent assault. He spent 2 years behind bars after receiving an original sentence of 10 years. Take it away, guys.
So I just want to ask you,
Uh,
off the rip, what do y'all think?
Sound like to me the bitch broke.
Mm.
And she needs some money. That's what it sound like to me.
She ain't get no stimulus check. Boom.
Nah, she got it. Nah, she got it, but she spent it on, unnecessary things. You feel me? Nah, but I don't like stuff like that, man, because it's like this, man. You talking about you so scared of going to the police, right? What make you so
Yeah.
bold now?
Mm,
Mm.
well, possibly. Do you? It could be a possibility that she's got some courage from watching other people in the previous cases. Maybe they gave her a little
Bullshit.
strength.
Well, that's my thing. Why didn't you come out with them to make the blow even harder to this man?
Exactly.
Good point.
It's
Good
it's
point.
it's the thing about look, you waited what? How long? Almost 30 some years to say
Yeah.
something, and not that you don't have the right to, you know what I mean? But you've seen all these other women coming out to strike, at the right time or whatever, and you waiting now to the
Yeah.
man has got his freedom, he's out, he's healthy, he's eating pizza, getting more jello pudding and shit. You know what I'm saying? What the hell's going on?
That pudding is
Bruh,
hot. That hot.
man, it don't add up, man. She broke. She wants some money. She see it didn't work the first time, and now she want another state to pick it up. And come on, man,
I,
it's
I
all
just think
it's
I
bull
think
crap,
it's
man.
highly it's so convenient right around the time like we're having all this stuff
R.
going on with R.
Kelly.
Kelly. It seemed like just another way to drag another powerful black man back into the circle and highlight and really keep him in the highlight of
This what you did.
this what you did.
Right.
But we're not seeing these things happen to people such as
Matt Lauer.
Harvey Weinstein.
Well, Larry King. Is Larry King dead? Larry King dead, ain't
Yeah, Mr. King gone.
Yeah, he gone.
he? Yeah, but he did some fuck shit too.
Yeah.
Our ex old president Donald Trump talking about he go up to the women and grab them by the PUSS.
What's wrong with that?
I mean, that's still sexual assault. There ain't no laughing matter. You don't just go to a woman and grab her by the PU.
I mean,
You don't do that.
We know.
sometimes you want some toast and jam and grab some coochie.
I mean, you do that to your woman, to your wife, to your wife, and that's your wife.
I dig it.
That's your girlfriend. That's your wife.
Look,
Y'all
man.
have that agreement. You don't just don't go at the women and grab them by the PU. You don't just do that.
Hey, the strip club dollars matter. You feel me? You
Why
feel
you
me?
say what? The strip club got. Oh man, well if you at
Dollars
Magic
matter.
City or at the Players Club now, if you at the Players Club, you go grab you some PU.
Yeah. You feel
But
me? It felt like it. People with money feel like they can do anything.
they just grab people by the PU. So this is the question. Okay, if he is found guilty to have done this, right? Because at this point, she's coming for money. What do you feel? Do you feel he should pay her? Do you even let's take the needle off that record. Let's put it on this. Do you feel like he done it?
I'm saying this chick said that she don't even know what the fuck she had. She said it was a non-alcoholic beverage.
Non-alcoholic.
This motherfucker gave you some Kool-Aid and you went to sleep.
He had a lot of sugar in it. She had a diabetic situation.
A diabetic
Oh.
Man, look.
the fuck?
This
Out of
ain't-
here.
And she became
It sound like me.
delusional from all the sugar.
Yes.
Oh,
Sound like
God.
me, she got sugar. Sound like
She
me,
got
she got
sugar.
sugar.
That shit ain't funny. Like, there are people out here who are really going through sexual assaults and stuff.
That's right. That's right.
Big up to the people who have the strength
Absolutely.
to come forward
Absolutely.
with their allegations to people, because that takes a lot from a person. Whether there's young women that go through that as well as men.
Yes.
So courage to
Exactly.
those who have to stand up and say something about it.
And yeah, we ain't cracking jokes about, you know what I'm saying, a rape situation, you know what I'm saying? Because that shit happen to nobody. All we
Right.
saying is this right here, this situation here just sound really fishy.
I'm just
Like-
saying. I mean, it don't make sense. Like you wait 30 years, and after his trial, because you want some money because you got an old pack of raggedy ass meat in your deep freezer.
Stop it.
You know what I'm saying? It's time to get some food. Now you want some money. It don't sound
Yeah.
right.
They giving out pandemic food stamps. I need to go sign up for some of my damn self.
We all need to get some.
Okay.
Like you want $150 million for what?
Yeah, that is what it added up. Is it 150 million or is that like 175?
Because she said Bill put a
175.
pop in her ice.
Okay.
She woke up, he was tearing the ass up and fell back asleep.
Yeah, she wants 150 million. She do.
You feel me? So I'm sitting here like this. You must try to live that lifestyle like you used to.
Well, she didn't say
That's all
that.
that
She
is.
didn't have no lifestyle.
She
She
didn't
was
have no place on the show. He promised her position on the show,
right.
and according to her. Now, all of this is alleged.
If you anywhere near Hollywood, you got a certain lifestyle. Anywhere. If you anywhere near Hollywood, you got a certain lifestyle.
Yeah,
So
it's
she must want
true.
college to pay
So
for.
we have to speak in the favor of both sides of that now, right? Even if you do live in Hollywood and you live a certain lifestyle, rape is not condoned
No.
in no situation.
Nah.
Now, what I'm saying is, if he's done something to this woman, my heart does go out to her, absolutely, and I'm sure as well as y'all as well. We feel for her, but if this is just some situation. Look, you trying to get money or whatever. Come on, let's not do this. Let's not do this.
Yeah, because it make more sense unless now she want to do it by herself so she can get more money. If she do it with a
Yeah,
bunch of
like a
people, then the
plan.
money got to split.
She had to
You
split
feel
that
me?
money.
You
Yeah,
have to
she was.
split the money. So she might have wanted to wait to everything, like, you
It sound
know
like
what
a
I'm saying,
plan.
clear up, and then let
Mm.
her get her own, you know, uh, investigation going on and stuff like this, so she can have more money. You know, it
That do
could went
sound
that
like
way.
It's a
you
good
could.
plan.
Yeah, it sound
A
like
hundred
You
and
know,
fifty million dollars.
31 years ago.
think about it.
Damn.
If he would have to pay when all them allegations was against him, they probably would have got like 2 million a piece type junk. You know what I'm saying?
Let's
So
see what if it is up here. If we can
But
find out.
she shouldn't do that because if she get $150 million, she's gonna have to hire some heavy bodyguards because the rest of the women gonna come after her ass.
Well, I
yeah.
hate to change the
Well,
subject up,
not
but I'm
really.
also seeing where Jimmy Kimmel had clowned Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby has been criticized by Jimmy Kimmel for defending R. Kelly after the singer's conviction for racketeering and sex trafficking.
Mm.
Does this make you feel just hearing that that this is a joke
Jimmy,
amongst the higher ups, amongst Hollywood, amongst
you
those who are
said
in the
Jimmy
industry?
Kendall?
Yeah, Jimmy
You said
Kimmel.
Jimmy Kendall?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jimmy. Yeah, I'm reading
Oh
here where
man,
it
that's my
says
dog,
Jimmy
man.
Kimmel has been criticized by Bill Cosby has been criticized by Jimmy Kimmel for defending R. Kelly after the singer's uh conviction for racketeering and sex trafficking. I'm
Yeah.
and it's not that I want to take up for R. Kelly or Bill, because you guys know no means no. You don't give anybody anything to alter their judgment.
Yeah.
You don't do that. If they did that, you don't do that. But
But
at
it's
the
just a
same,
lot of fishy stuff is
all at
going
one
on
time.
between them two cases, man. Like them two cases, like don't get me wrong, I am not saying, you know what I'm saying, black people, like we don't got no cases out here that black folks have raped, you know what I'm saying, such and such, blah, blah, blah. What I'm saying is these cases is fishy, man. It's at the wrong time when they try to better themselves, or, you know, it just don't match up, you know? It
These
really
are
don't
two
match
powerful
up.
men in the black community.
And in situations like if you just sit down and listen to these women or what they got against them, it don't even make sense. Like, when we gonna wake up?
Yeah, I mean we
When
really
we
do. Here is the thing that my heart goes out to our black men in power. Um, why I say this for some reasons. One, I always say money and ignorance does not mix.
Mm-mm.
Um, for the fact that um, if you are not in the knowledge of what to do with money or what happens when you have that type of money, things are not going to go well. Our black men who hold these positions of power need to be in the sense of knowing, look, I got to be on high guard out here because at any moment, it's some people out here who don't like to see where I'm at and will do anything and cause anything to happen to bring me down. Now,
Mm.
um, this is not a any type of racial statement of what I'm about to say or whatever, but it is just the truth. Um, I do. This is my truth, and I have to speak it, and I'm just keeping it in the buck. I also feel like if these black men who are in these positions of power would position themselves and keep themselves focused with the black woman, then they will definitely have someone who has their back to watch guard and keep things from happening. Not saying that you can't do business with other people or whatever, but it's just something about our queens out here who understand us. They understand us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. And another thing too, and I ain't saying this ain't no racist, y'all, but when you get in position with money to make money, well, not man, start smiling in the damn crackers face, man.
Mm.
Stop smiling in the white people face. 'Cause at the end of the day, they don't care.
Ooh. So let's
Don't
talk
care
about
what you
that, right?
what you gotta do
Let's
when you
talk.
go home, or how you gonna
Let's
get
talk.
home.
So do we? So can we really say
You know, what
that the other brother don't care about us when it comes to business and making money? That's all it's about.
Excuse me, my kings. Let me ask y'all something.
Yes.
So, like, have you noticed that we support everybody else's business? We are always there to support, and I'm talking about our melanated community. We support
we
everybody
support
else.
everybody else, but except for our
But
own.
well, not even so much as that, but do they support us? And it's more or less like stay in your lane, especially if you're looking at this. Excuse me,
I say like
too high
this: if you
profile.
legit,
What I was gonna
I feel
say
like
was,
if you, okay, go ahead.
I'm sorry, brother, but we're
No,
looking at
go ahead, go ahead.
two high profile brothers, two high profile brothers who running shit, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Or had the ability to run stuff. Their money went the long way. And at this point, I feel like the higher ups, like the industry, they're wanting to make it clear, like, stay in your lane. You're not about to ride too high on your horse. Get in your place, boy. That's
Mm.
how I feel about it. Like, because nobody drugged the whole president. Like, after the man came out his own mouth and had an interview using his own voice, saying he walk up to women and grab them by the P, by the private, by the vagina, but he used the P word. He used the P slang. He walks up to women and grab them by the P. He was then elected as the president of these United States. Okay?
That's all because of the suppression y'all women do to us. Y'all always talking about how y'all got us by the balls. That's all that is. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
come on, man. And there's still a level of appropriateness that needs to be given and
You're right.
demonstrated,
You're right.
especially having the higher position, the highest office in the country. That's number one. And then number two, the most important part is that no one is allowing the media to drag Matt Lauer. I feel he had just as much clout, as much pull as I don't even know to say rest in peace to Larry King, because he had the same allegations brought towards him allegedly, as well as Weinstein. He was allegedly, and then he was even convicted of
Well,
inappropriate
well, well,
behavior with
well,
women. But
his
no, not to cut you off,
yeah.
but the media isn't dragging him.
No, absolutely not. Because I was about to say,
Ain't
look,
Weinstein dead?
it takes research because people wouldn't
Weinstein
even
dead.
know.
Ain't
Well, let's talk about people like Hugh Hefner.
Okay,
Let's speak about Elvis Presley.
right?
Both of well, Hugh Hefner, the biggest playboy that we know. You know what I mean?
Pimp and pervert. Call it what it is.
Well, we know about I think the issue of one of the magazines where it was actually Brooke Shields, who was like maybe 12 or 13 at the time, in this man's lap, and they thought that was okay. We talk about Elvis Presley, who was with his who was is it what was
Lisa,
Lisa Marie, the age of 14, I believe. Priscilla, age of 14. We had to do research. They don't put in the light about Woody Allen, who went afar and got a little girl who was about 7 or 8 and practically raised and groomed this
Raised
girl
her,
until
raised
she was
her,
of
and
marriage
then marry
age.
her.
who is Jerry
Then
Lee
marry her.
Lewis? Jerry Lee Lewis,
The entertainer.
right, in 1957, 23, Jerry Lee Lewis married his cousin, 13-year-old Myra Brown.
Wow.
She still believed in Santa Claus at the time, allegedly.
Wow.
In 1957, 16-year-old Anna Mae Bullock. In 1959, Elvis Presley met his future wife. He was 25 and she was 14. They stayed in touch. They stayed in touch via phone and letters for the next 2.5 years. At the time, Elvis took her on a romp to Vegas, followed by moving her, excuse me, into his Graceland mansion. He didn't marry her until 1967. While both parties claimed that Priscilla was a virgin on her wedding night. Excuse me. Biographer Susan Finstad makes a strong case that this could not be true. Priscilla herself admitted that she and Elvis, slept in the same bed and that Elvis taught her, other ways to please him.
Wow. So like so let me pause right there. When you tell that part of the story,
So
and it says that
that
he
mean
taught her other ways
so
to
that
please
mean
him, huh?
so that mean so that
That sounds real predatory
I'm
because
about to-
that sounds like I know what they would look for in you if they found out about it,
exactly.
whatever. They can't tell by your mouth.
Well, they can by
Exactly.
certain testings and stuff. They could do a swab and check and see if she's got like
Man,
semen.
girl back then they weren't doing that.
Mm.
Well,
They would check. Yeah,
they've
they
been
weren't doing
having
that back
kids.
then.
They had those kids back then, right along with the rape kit. That was a part of the rape kit.
Back then,
Yeah, to check the back of your
they had
swab.
it back then.
Yep.
Nah, because he would say, "Yo,
Man,
go
back
back there,
then,
get that
no.
Listerine." Go back.
They
Back then
had
you
it.
talking about 1950 something.
That's right.
I'm telling you, they had rape kits back then where they were still swabbing people's throats. Yeah, they were.
Mm.
Yeah. It wasn't as advanced as they are today, but they had it. They
That's what
still
I'm
was
saying.
extracting DNA.
Only
Listen,
thing,
let me tell
only
you, they were extracting DNA as far back as what's the black lady name, and they had pulled her
All her stuff out for the people medical
right,
records. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Yeah,
right.
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
they were. What
Yeah.
was her name? She
A,
needs to
a
be
lot of people today have her.
right,
Yeah. Y'all know
right,
what you're talking about. That's crazy.
right. So yeah, they were doing that back then. And taught her other ways. When he says that Priscilla herself has admitted that she and Elvis slept in the same bed and that Elvis taught her other ways to please him, that means she wasn't that experienced to teach her. Like he had to teach her. She was too young to be in
Uh-huh.
that position.
Uh-huh.
Nasty bastard
Let me see what
ass.
that mouth do, baby.
Elvis reportedly had a predestination for 14-year-old girls who before and after his marriage to Priscilla.
That's crazy.
but
That's crazy.
with all that said though, man, on y'all's opinion, do y'all think Uncle Cosby did this job?
I don't know. Like I don't even know the number no more. Last time I think it was like 60, 80 women, and I'm like, that's a lot of women.
That is a lot of
Let me tell you
people.
something.
I
I'm gonna
don't
tell you exactly
doubt.
what I think. I think, yeah, they got high, but I don't think he did no raping, man.
Uh,
I think it was
But
possible. It was a mutual consent thing, and a lot of people. I'm not gonna say that.
I think
I'm not gonna say that.
I
I'm
think
just gonna say,
when he was in his particular space
uh
in
huh,
Hollywood,
uh
and he
huh.
told these women, "Look, come on by, we'll have a good time, and I see what I can do for you." When Bill couldn't deliver what he said he can deliver, it was a problem. Oh, you told me you was gonna get me in
exactly,
this movie. You told me you was gonna do
exactly.
so and so and so and so. I got you. I got you. You know what I mean? Because even so, this is what I'm saying to everybody. Like, even at the point in his career to where, not even now, we talking about whatever he was doing, maybe what, late 60s and the 70s. We're talking about a pinnacle height in his career
Even
to
in the
where,
'90s, this black
what this
situation was the
this is
'90s.
where I'm going. We're going to where he did the Cosby Show. This
Okay.
is like a summit of his work. Cosby Show for black people
Yeah.
was very high for us because,
Yeah.
especially if you lived in the ghettos and the projects, that was a
Yeah.
television show of hope.
Right.
Things that we didn't have. If you didn't have a father in your household, Cosby was your father.
For some,
If you didn't
yeah.
understand what it was like to have a family structure, that TV show became your structure. When it came to a different world and that creation, that show made black people feel like, I feel good enough to get my grades up and I want to go to college
Right.
too.
Yeah,
He
Right.
did a lot. So this is the pit, like a high summit of his career right there. A lot of money was coming in at the time. You know what I mean? There was ample time for these women to come in and do that then as well. You know?
and Bill
So
Cosby, and Bill
my thing
Cosby.
is it my thing is now that we look to recent years past, he decides to take his finances and wants to purchase.
NBC.
Now all this decides to happen.
You can shine on your horse, but you ain't gonna shine too high on your high horse.
Mm,
Get in your place, boy. Get in your place, boy.
I'm, I'm telling you, that's exactly what it is, man. They don't want him to have NBC. Cause you know how much money or how much power they would give him.
a lot. That
And
would
you
give him
know how he
some.
did these
That would give him
shows.
some
You know how
influence. So look, I'm gonna tell y'all, in case people are not thinking about it, for him to own that network, that gives him a lot of creative power and no and yes authority.
Oh yeah.
And because of the way that he was, the thing he was trying to project through Cosby in a different world,
Oh yeah.
that same type of mentality of art he probably would want to project today if that network became his. It would probably be a little bit darker on that network too, as well.
but
Um,
let me ask you a
but
good question of this right here.
yeah,
If you think if he would have started his own network, you think they would have come from him like he doing now?
say that again.
If he would have started his own network,
Will
do
people
you
that
think
supported
it
him?
would come from him? Do
The
you
Trump
think they would
world.
come from him like they doing now?
If he had his own and he wouldn't have been pulling the chair up under the so-called the man,
Yeah,
if he had
yeah.
his own, if it was um something smaller like the CW or something like that, oh, they wouldn't have felt threatened.
If he would have pulled a Oprah route,
Oh, he wouldn't
you
have
know
been
what I'm
threatened
saying?
because Oprah's got the power and the dollar to buy NBC. You understand what I'm saying? But we're gonna let you have your own OWN. We're gonna let you have your own. But Bill would have been pulling the chair
That's what I'm saying.
up in the shot callers, and they wouldn't
So
have
that's
had
what
it.
I'm saying.
They're not gonna have that,
If he would have started his own network,
right? They
like you know
wouldn't
what I'm
have
saying,
cared because
where
he
you
wouldn't have
think
been
it
pulling
would
the
have came
chair.
Well,
from?
let's look at it. We have to look at it. Let's look at Bob Johnson, BET. Bob Johnson created BET, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Um,
But they took the chair from him.
what they did, and and props out to Deborah Lee, who who took over. I don't think she's there no more doing anything. Whoever, I think the
But
other
BT is
networks,
owned by what's the
Viacom.
color?
So
Right.
Viacom
Yeah,
owns that now. It's a part of like MTV and VH1, all them other things,
But
right?
they're being ran
yeah.
by the
Higher
higher
ups
ups.
now, right? Of course,
Bill wouldn't
but
have had that
that's
going on.
right because he would have directed it. As you see, as BET came a part of Viacom, all the other things that were about music and hip hop and whatever, soon be faded away and
Right.
everything.
Right. They took
But
the
but you
culture out of it.
exactly, so you can see where Bill's influence into having his own network um would have been different. So now let's look at a few things. Um, one, I know that we look at Oprah with the own network, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now let's take it to one of the most powerful black men with his own production company,
Mm-hmm.
Tyler Perry.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
People praise this man so much and everything, and I'm not
Mm-mm.
knocking the brother.
Mm-mm.
Okay, cool. But people don't understand that he's not the first one. We don't
Mm-mm.
give props to Tim Reed.
Mm-hmm.
In case y'all don't know who Tim Reed is, go back and watch Sister Sister.
Mm-hmm.
The dad who
Yeah,
played the dad on Sister Sister. That's
Mm-hmm.
Tim Reed. Back in the days when he was
yeah,
working with Robert Townsend and Keenan Ivory
yeah. All
Wayans,
them.
these things right here.
Mm-hmm.
This man actually, pulled his dollars and got things together, and he did what Tyler Perry has done
Mm-hmm.
first.
Mm-hmm.
There was no big hoorah, whatever, so for him,
Mm-mm.
whatever, but he did it. Now that Tyler Perry's on a bigger platform and doing things, whatever, and everything,
Cause he done shook hands with the higher ups,
and this is
like,
what that's
and
my point
yeah,
next.
he get that same round table, and it's not that we're knocking it, but what's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. I want to not to take
No,
this,
what it is
not to take the
for
mic
him
from
to
you,
stay for him
but
for him to stay in position. For him to stay
mm,
in his position, he had to mess up with his masculinity, with dressing like a woman.
Ooh,
ooh, ooh.
well, you
That's
better
why
have no
he
problem
high
being like
position.
that, boy.
Okay,
Hey,
so
hey, it
okay, I'm
is
gonna
what it
come back to
is,
that,
man.
but I'm gonna
It
come
is
back
what
to
it
that.
is, man.
I'm glad you own that because I never seen Bill in a dress. Did Bill wear a dress?
Never.
I did see that
Exactly.
I've heard throughout the years that the numbers for HBCUs went up for enrollment after A Different World
Mm,
started airing.
mm,
You see Martin Lawrence did it. You see Jamie Foxx do it. You see
mm,
the Wayne brothers do it.
mm.
You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
but
You
wait a
see
minute. The
doggone
Wayans brothers wore dresses though, and it kind of flipped shit a little bit. But they did
no,
a
no,
lot.
the
That
Wayne
Keenan
brothers
Ivory,
did white
he
chicks.
broke the marrow. But Keenan Ivory
King,
broke the
King,
mold too, because he did the
yeah,
sitcoms, he did
yeah,
the
he did.
movies, he did
He
the
did.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can't forget about that. Now.
Well, we have a lot of black people who broke molds and had breakthroughs in black entertainment and doing things.
Let's
But it
not
just
count
seems
Nick Cannon because he had his own network before Oprah did.
well. Listen, well, here's the thing. Allegedly, the thing with Nick Cannon was, he ran the idea to the people down in Nickelodeon.
Mm-hmm.
And from my understanding, he was trying to put that in his pocket and everything. You,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? Um, at the same time, I'm hearing that this is where Nick is saying, well, I understand there's some guys. We're not gonna go into this part of the conversation, but I'm just my understanding of what's going on. This is at this point, Nick is like, well, yeah, us people of the darker hue are the true Jews, and there's something
Mm-hmm.
going on with these other people, and they ain't in whatever, whatever. As
Mm-hmm.
soon as and it shut things down. Like I don't know about that Hollywood or that entertainment thing going out there, but it seems like whenever black men
Mm-hmm.
stand up,
Mm-hmm.
y'all listen to me out there. Whenever black men stand up and become a pinnacle or a right picture for
Mm-hmm.
our younger brothers and younger
Absolutely.
sisters to have hope in, to see,
Mm-hmm.
there is always something that comes behind them to pull these brothers down. You
Mm-hmm.
understand what I'm saying?
And
Exactly.
so And it's funny, not to even what you saying that makes me think of a so-called illiterate man writing songs for other people. I've been watching a couple people. Shout out to the lady from the Truth Show. She debunked the fact that they said that man can't read and write.
Mm,
She debunked the fact that that man can't read and write. And you think about it, somebody to create that many hit songs and not be able to read and write. Just look at what they're doing, or look at what is being pushed. But you're not pushing the fact that Matt Lauer's still a whole damn pervert in this whole wide world that was on NBC News, the same network that Bill was trying to buy. It ain't nobody got no, he's not on rotation in the news. He's not on rotation in the newspaper. He's not on the every 15-minute rotation like it's a storm out there.
and that's what I'm saying. Like, why? Because if anything, these people like Matt and them, they are high profile as well as R. Kelly is. You know, but we're not seeing it, and it's like their protection goes long to where you're not going to see the defamation or destroying of their character.
Even the ex-president going up saying out his own mouth, he walk up to women and grab him by, I just grab him by the P. But he used the P word itself. I just grab him by the P.
You know why? Because we ain't them. They can do whatever they want to.
Well, that's the point that they're trying to make. I feel like that. Okay, you can ride that pretty horse, but don't ride too high on.
That is the point. That's the main thing. They is who they is. And they're gonna do whatever they want to. And who gonna touch it?
Steal and destroy.
That's basically what they're doing. They're rubbing it in our face. Every day. Just like the Nick Cannon joint. You know? The man had apologized. Do he got his podcast anymore? Anybody know he got his podcast anymore?
I honestly don't know. Yeah, I haven't even followed him, man. It's crazy.
But guess what, though? He got a daytime show.
That's right.
He got a daytime show now.
You know what's meant to be, and what's meant to be is gonna be. What's destined to be gonna be. You can't stop greatness. And shouts out to Nick Cannon because you're great.
He got a daytime show now. You know why they gave him that daytime show? So that they keep track of him. Keep eyes on him.
Let me ask y'all a question, right? And y'all were touching on it a little bit earlier. Y'all were touching on the fact that these other ethnic groups are in our communities. Y'all know who they are. We buy from them all the time. Yet, those same ethnic groups don't invest back into our community, right? So what I'm saying is, when there's things broken down in our community, our roads, there's no parks, no basketball goals, things to do for our young black boys and girls, nothing to do. Do these other people of these other ethnic groups, which we take our money and spend with them to help grow their ethnic group? You understand what I'm saying? We put money in their pocket. Does it ever in their mind come a thought, let's take some of this money and reinvest into these people who buy from us?
Absolutely not.
Because look, we know that they live in these impoverished communities.
But you gotta think about this though. But why should they? When they ain't part of they really ain't part of our community, really. They just making money off of us.
That's what I'm saying.
You feel me?
But
they're gonna take their money, but they're gonna take their money and help their family. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna take their own money to help our family. Like,
let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell you how they put the money back in our community. It's called gentrification. So we run our communities down. We don't take care of our communities. Let's just say somebody go behind in their taxes on a piece of property they got. They don't put the community in while we're still in there. We're thriving, trying to make it thrive. They'll take it to buy it from us and build another hair store.
Mm.
They'll buy it and build a gas station. You know, people have hard times and sell grandma's house instead of taking what they got and reinvested in it.
So let me
Gentrification, that's how they put the money in our community.
so let me speak about some bullshit that happens in our community because I know there are a lot of um black African Americans who say this, who want to say this about the bullshit of our own people.
Mhm.
So here it goes. Now you can go to the Asians, you can go to the Jews, you can go to the Arabs, whatever store they have, whatever they say is the price of this, whatever in this place, this establishment, you're going to pull out your pocket
And pay it.
and pay it.
Mhm.
So when we go to Keisha's shop
Okay.
or we go to Hakeem's joint or
Right.
whatever
Right.
They were
or,
supposed
or,
to
or
get a
grandma's
discount.
store and they say, look, you gotta pay this for this, whatever. Oh, come on, look out for me, look out for a brother, sister.
And they feel like because you
Man,
are a brother or sister, you're supposed to have that that
man, I said,
that level of loyalty. But look, the Hakeem and Keisha are still trying to run the business. They trying to keep the lights on just like you are.
Absolutely,
We
absolutely.
got to have more respect for our
that's
brothers and
that's
sisters.
that's exactly right, man. That's what's wrong with us. Period. Like we think we need a discount, a handout every time we go to the black people, or no, I'm saying black people, and then sometimes some of the old black businesses is half-assed. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
So you know that's why you see us keep on going to the white businesses and the other ethnic groups businesses because it's just it's it's just my mind clouded right now, but you get the point what I'm trying to make here.
Well, we have more trust in other races than we have in our own race, and a
Yeah,
lot of that has
exactly.
come from
Yeah, exactly.
when slavery was here, and it was such a distrust between the different hues of a black people and all these other things that were sewn into our mentality, how we think about each other as black people. I can't trust you, and we are different, and so and so and so and so and so. And all we can think about is being able to trust other races. Um, it is so hard, and I'm gonna show you how dysfunctional that is because there's no way that you can possibly love other races first without first loving your own race, right? That's just simple
Right.
math. And if you don't believe me, that if I'm talking crazy, you'll find that same outline of substance in the Bible. Now this ain't about preaching. It's about whatever, whatever. But I'm just real. If you're a believer of the Most High in the Bible, that Bible says to people, and God tells people, how can you believe and love me who you can't see, right?
Right.
But not love your brother and sister who you can see. Simple mathematics. And people don't follow and understand that or whatever. You have to start where you at first and have that
Yeah.
love.
Start with
You know what
self.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's the
But
problem because the other races know that. And that's why their ethnic group thrives so much.
yeah, man, I'm telling you, we come together, man. We come together, man. I'm telling you,
Which brings me
we
to my
be
point, which brings me to my next point. And what I
we be a
what I
dominant
looked
force,
at,
man.
and this is what I'm thinking. So my thing is, why is it that we have not seen people like Diddy, Jay-Z, Oprah, Tyler Perry, all these wealthy black people come together unified with their financial power and influence, right? To
Yeah,
make things happen as they are a unit. We have yet to see any power movement like that. Now, these individuals are powers by themselves. Just
Now
imagine what
let me
they
say
could do
this.
together.
Yeah,
Mm.
together, yeah, they can do a lot. But I can't really speak on what they're doing now because I don't know they happen to you know what I'm saying, a certain black community or a certain black business or whatnot. So I can't really jump on their case like that. But if they did come together like that and build up a bunch of black owned businesses and stuff like that, it could be a force to reckon with, man.
Because that would be
But
again
I feel like,
another part
but
of
I
the
feel
Simon
like they
Says
for
effect.
themselves, man.
Of course they are, but they're only doing what the higher ups will allow. Imagine
Mm.
if they did come together and they showed togetherness that you know the power of the media. So they use that platform that they have to show everybody working with everybody of their same kind, not trying to be racist or anything. But in this case, if you show my brother working with my brother and my sister working with my sister and my brothers, my kings supporting their queens as need be, they see that if they seen that within them, it would take place within our communities. Just like monkey see, monkey do. The Simon Says effect. I spoke on it before. So it's like a form of that.
Well, I think that it's also um, the fear thing
Mhm.
because when you're looking at it, you know that they have such influence and power. But
Mhm.
these higher ups, I guess they know that, and this is why you have things where they put out. Well, if y'all thinking about doing anything, watch what happens to your friend Bill Cosby right here, and your
Mhm.
friend R. Kelly right here.
Mhm.
You know,
Mhm.
do what you do. Be rich. Be free. Buy.
Don't be
Influence.
too free
Don't
though.
be too free.
Okay. In the land of the free, but don't be too free. Because your master still gotta be your master, just a little bit. How does that feel to have all the financial freedom in the world but still be a slave?
mm, mm. That's
That's
crazy.
jokes. It's real.
That's crazy. Well, y'all, I think we'll leave that for something um, that the viewers can think about. If y'all have some comments about it, drop it in the comments. Share this video. Um, we appreciate y'all coming. Appreciate y'all viewing it when y'all view it. Um, we'll be back for season 2 of the Real Spills, October 24th. So yeah, we love y'all. 100.
Thank you guys. We love you.
All back.